What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Southside Skate Park YouTube channel, where we review products before they're coming out, as they're coming out, and sometimes even after they've come out. Today's the day. We have the new Andrew Reynolds Pro shoe from New Balance Numeric in our hands. It's April 25th. We have the two debut colorways, the black olive and the tan and gray. You'll recognize the tan and gray when we get it out of the box off of the cover of Thrasher and really the first kind of leaked images of the actual shoe. There's been an incredible media barrage about this shoe, something I haven't seen in a very long time. I remember whenever it was looking like Andrew Reynolds was going to be leaving his previous shoe sponsor, it was a big, like, where's he going? What's he doing? Like, who's going to pick him up? And there were some brands kind of courting him and things that kind of didn't really seem like the best fit, in my opinion. And when I first heard about the announcement and saw the ad with New Balance, you know, with the fruit slung over his shoulder, you know, it was like, at first it kind of was like, does that make sense? And since his contract acceptance from New Balance in 2022, I would say these two entities, Andrew Reynolds and New Balance Numeric, have really come together and really made some incredible strides to bringing these shoes to life. It's incredible. There's been a ton of anticipation regarding this shoe. I've had a lot of calls about this shoe. Definitely available at southsideskateshop.com. And also your local skate shops. So hit them up because they're backing this. I think everybody's believing in this and backing this absolutely. So let's get the shoes out of the box and take a look. Talk about some of the technical features of the shoe. I definitely, check it out, man. There it is, dude. Just finally out of the box. It's finally in our hands. It's finally here. And some of the things that I noticed, you know, fairly immediately, the first thing I noticed was the weight. The weight of this shoe is it's not like the lightest shoe I've ever felt in my life, but it's absolutely nowhere near as heavy as you would assume it might be to offer us this kind of sole, this kind of protection. They have the ABZORB technology running from the forefoot to the heel. Their slogan for this shoe is a skateboarding shoe that actually approaches the ideal. And when they talk about the ideal, what is the ideal? It's somewhere between board feel and protection. And as a shop owner selling shoes for many years and talking with people about shoes, you know, it'd always be like they want board feel, but they want the shoe to last. Or they can't feel their board. Yeah, they love the protection. They love the durability of the shoe, but they can't feel a thing. Like, you know, in the late 2000s and early 2000s and late 90s and early 2000s, shoes were just like absolute moon boots. You couldn't feel a thing. So like protection, I guess it was pretty much there. But as shoes slimmed up and everything just became a black, white, vulcanized shoe on the wall for a period of time there was a very polarizing shoe in the market that just kind of caused everyone to do this. Everyone just stripped back and went down to just bare minimums. Which is fine if you're like a younger skateboarder, but as you're aging, or if you're actually trying to take care of your body, or if you jump and you like to, you know, jump larger things, or you want to skate longer, or have a shorter recovery period, some of those really thin vulcanized soles and stuff like that, that stuff just wasn't really for you. So yeah, Reynolds has hit the lab. The shoe took longer than it should have. But all for good reasons. We have, like I said, we have that ABZORB technology. We have really some of the nicest suedes that I've seen on a shoe in quite some time. We've got like a smooth suede, kind of a somewhat like, it almost has like kind of a gridded type of a suede finishing here, running up the eye stay. I mean, and it's actually quite buttery under the finger, actually, man. We have a reflective end. I mean, with all the distracted driving out there, hey, just reflective end, throw it on there. Maybe it'll save your life, you know. We've got like a tumbled leather right behind the New Balance end there. Let's see here, what else we got going on. We've got some reflective on the heel. We've got the venting and breathability with the toe and the mesh and the tongue right there. Check that out. This the 933 also contains like a foot shank, like a shank plate, so that if you do primo, not that Reynolds would ever do that, but normal people might actually, you know, primo and it's going to protect you. So there's a plate right here that's going to protect you, protect your foot so you don't get like a heel bruise and get taken out of the game for a while. We're seeing like colors like olive, the olive mesh, a nice orange call out kind of color pop right here just inside the edge of the suede and toe running up the tongue. We have a gray sock liner right there. They have this controlled reaction device in the heel. It's actually like a patented device, and from what I'm gathering is it just like really keeps your heel centered over, you know, what's going to protect your heel. Again, we're trying not to develop heel bruises and stuff, right? You got a little ABZORB call out right there, that material that's going to take the impact for you. And this little cup back here is just going to keep that heel perfectly in place upon impact. You know, it's not going to let your heel kind of drift off your sole left or right, or certainly definitely not allow it to make contact with like the raw cement. Right now these aren't laced up. You guys know I love to lace up a shoe and kind of see how it's really going to look. We do have an alternate lace right here in the olive, which would be more tonal with what we have. I think the white laces look the best. It is good that you do have some alternate laces because, you know, there really isn't anything to protect your laces, but do we need that? I mean, not really. I mean, unless there's no metal eyelets here, so you shouldn't be popping a lace every session, okay? So it should act right and perform normally. The laces themselves seem to be pretty much your standard flat white lace. I'm gonna get this, this tan and gray shoe laced up for you. I'll lace one in white and one in green, and I'll be right back. Yeah, let me get that done, and then we're gonna bring in the shoe for some more details. If you're liking the content, please like, follow, subscribe. There's going to be a ton of content out about this shoe. Kyle Camarillo is actually filming a documentary about the entire process. I'm excited to see that. I think that's going to be awesome. I'm really happy that he had the foresight to go ahead and document all of that. That's one thing I would say about New Balance. A lot of their media department is just next level. The way that they document, the photos that they use, their video content. They do a really good job over there. So I believe that's really all based around Kyle Camarillo for the most part. It could be Camarillo. And we're back. We've got them laced up, ready to get into it more. It kind of definitely changes the shoe to see it laced up like really nicely. Check that out real quick right there. You've got that 933 screen printed in silver at the heel. That was like a really big deal apparently, getting this done here. Little call out stitch, almost buttoning this, you know, in support of that technology in the heel. Check out that overhead real quick in white. It's looking really clean. If you look at the sole, you'll notice like a translucent area, just a little more call out of the ABZORB. You've got that protective Primo shank plate right there, ABZORB right out the back. It's definitely about protecting the forefoot and the heel. This is going down with this thing. We've got a variety of colors here, right? We have like a white midsole to a gray midsole, the olive call out of the heel cup itself. We kind of have an orange kind of running around the outsole heel right there to a black perimeter forefoot. Man, this shoe looks really nice laced up, you guys. And again, it's that weight in my hand. It feels quite nice. The MSRP being $129.94. It's concerning until you get the shoe in your hand. And it's not like New Balance came in and said shoes should cost $130. We already have other shoes that are releasing at the $130 and $135 mark. So it kind of makes sense when you're getting this much shoe that it lives there. Let's check out the olive, your alternate lace color right here. Dang, I actually thought it'd be a little more tonal and kind of disappear the way that, you know, when it's the same color lace as the tongue and toe that they do. But this area right here at the kind of bottom of the eye stay coming across the back of the toe, and then this screen printed orange kind of helps give that green olive lace a little bit of life and kind of stand out kind of nicely actually. It looks really good. Looks really, really good. I'm liking the badging. This is like a nice oval welded rubber here, 933 New Balance Reynolds. You've got Reynolds in script in the gold there. We have a New Balance numeric icon on the heel. Here they are side by side. I'm gonna kind of show you some things, I guess. You know, some awesome details. We try really hard to make sure like our cameras are giving you the right volume, that the materials look really beautiful. And I'm stoked for these. I'm really excited to see how these do. They're definitely being embraced. I know a lot of people are gonna be getting these today and over the weekend and everything. And so I just can't wait to hear everyone's feedback. And looking at the silhouette, man, there's like so much you can do when you take the sole and then you break it and you've got like a different color back here. We can go like monotone, like all the same color. I mean, this thing has so many unique panels on it, and I'll get more into those panels on the other colorway. We still need to get out the black and olive style. These two colorways are launching today, April 25th at southsideskateshop.com, and whatever sizes are available we'll be here at the skate park, Southside Skate Park here in Houston, Texas, and also at Southside Board Shop in Clear Lake. So they are in store. You know, they took out, let's see here, Reynolds had to cover a Thrasher, kickflip wall ride in the colorway I just showed you. And then this, you know, you've seen the editorial like poster with all the information that I'm attempting to share with you. Then they sent these to shops, you know, and it's just Reynolds just doing his Reynolds thing, man. Just a beautiful frontside flip, you know, using his superpower, you know, further getting us more enticed, you know, more excited about the shoe and the release and everything. So we received all that. Let me get out this black and olive pair and keep going. What else is going down here? Boom. See what I'm saying with the colors? It's kind of like they can just, there's so many panels that the next shoe is just something completely unique and different. Let's see what's up. Boom, 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 boom. This is gonna be the 933 BST. The box is saying black and green, although a lot of people have been calling this the black and olive or the black olive. All right, let's check out how they kind of change things up here. Okay, so we don't have that mesh toe. This one actually has a suede or nice nubuck, somewhat pebbled, tumbled nubuck toe right there. Keeping things light, again, things are nice and light. So we go from what is a proper suede at the flick, working with the sole there, up into most likely nubuck panels. And that's probably something that I just didn't pick up on when I'm looking at those tans. Their PMS colors were so similar, the Worldwide Process Mixing System colors. Anyway, yeah, those colors were so similar that I didn't pick up on that this was actually suede, gone nubuck. You kind of have like a stitch down right here to further just handle the flick area. They don't want you to have your stuff just all like blah, you know, like a sandwich or something, just bust it out. This end is a leather stitch down in olive stitching with a kind of a cream or white perimeter. In these lights, it's difficult for me to tell if this is like a vintage white or a white. I believe it is just a normal white. We have olive. I mean, the shoe almost seems like, pow, like, I mean, is this thing like a drag racer? Like, I mean, it's pretty cool. Call out with that technology, keeping your heel in place, that heel cup right there in gray. The ABZORB this time around, guys, is in orange. And you can see more of how that's going to protect your forefoot and heel. The black area is the shank plate protecting you from primo. We have a nice olive. We returned to suede here at the eye stay, around the back of the toe, and up the other side. Little plastic gray kind of top. I don't know what you'd want to call this, like top of the eye stay. It's just a plastic there. Let's see. The alternate colors are black for the lace. Like the other shoe, we have a screen printed color running up the tongue here, and that's in a really dark gray, like probably it's like a warm gray number 5. We've got the orange 933 on a cream New Balance with an orange Reynolds signature and script. Not really signature, I'm sorry, a Reynolds cursive. Let me get into lacing these things up. They do look, you know, they look good, but they look even better laced up, that's for sure. So let's figure that out real quick. Let's get these things laced up so we can kind of discuss them further. Go white lace, black lace. And I guess if you ever order these and one of these shows up and the laces are all like crazy, that was the show shoe. So, you know, southsideskateshop.com, or come on into the shop or skate park if you're here in Houston, Texas, or down in like the Clear Lake area. Southside Board Shop in Clear Lake. We've got Southside Skate Park right here in South Houston. Fly into Hobby. You'd be 3 miles away from us. Houston Hobby. All right, boom. We got the black lace here. Let me get these things laced, and I'll be right back with the black olive colorway in both versions of itself. Be right back. All right, I'm back. I'm back with the lace up on the black olive. Check it out. So that's kind of the lace that they suggest that it comes laced up in. This white lace, matching that midsole, olive midsole, black midsole, and then you've got the gray heel outsole to a gum outsole. One thing I kind of haven't really talked about, but something I was noticing was the toes, right? The toes kind of come up, you know, back in the day. I can think of a few brands that had this style shoe. And one thing about it was anytime you saw footage, you know, it just jumped out at you. You saw that person, whether it was like a photo or video, and I don't know, man, they just always jumped out at me. They really stood out. So there might be a little bit of that going on. Pulling that up might create something that I'm unaware of, but the designers understand. In lacing it up, I also noticed that the eye stay goes and then it kind of cuts up here, almost allowing, like, I would say, like probably a break point. So like when you're actually pushing, like you break your toe. Like if this eye stay was completely rigid, it might like mash on you. Whereas if it breaks, like, and can flex, this eye stay panel kind of helps the whole shoe kind of take that stride and take that pedal a little bit nicer. Here is the black lace. Black lace definitely looks really nice on this shoe. This colorway would probably stay pretty clean and looking good for a long time, even skated. The white on it seems all right. But I would almost have to say, dude, that really I think the black one's what's up. So I'd lace the black olive and black lace. There's so much more to this shoe than the laces, obviously. And definitely big shout out to you, Reynolds, man. Congratulations. Big shout out New Balance for seeing this project all the way through. You guys have taken it all the way. And it's something that when you open the box and you get them in your hand and you start looking at the shoe, you can see and feel, and it's really, really sick. So super proud of you guys, and I really appreciate New Balance. We've been a New Balance retailer since day one, through all of it, through all the seasons, since forever. So I'm really glad we hung in there through some difficult times in skateboarding and stuff like that. And yeah, man, like, you know, like just to like feel like you bet on the horse and maybe you won the bet, you know, it's just a good feeling. So if you're liking this content, please like, subscribe. I want to hear it in the comments below. I'm at Southside HTX on IG. I would love you guys to DM me some skated images of this shoe. You know, like really skate them like 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 12 weeks. Like, you know, how long do they last you? You know, is there anything failing? You know, any part of it that's failing at all? Like, you know, I don't know. In checking this shoe out, the way all these materials are buttoned up so rad, and like the height of this midsole to suede to like a tack down, additional tack down in this ollie area and flick area, I really feel like this shoe should hold up really, really well. They've even wrapped the toe pretty high for like the tray flip guy that always blows out the tip of his toe. I'm gonna get out the other colorway just for like a wrap up with you guys. I know I've been going on and on and on. It's just there is kind of a lot to this shoe. This is the day. This is the day we've been waiting for what feels like 3 years. And then even when the shoe was supposed to hit market, there were issues and things were delayed, causing a further wait. We've actually booked this shoe blind for 4 seasons in a row. So imagine as a buyer for a shop, you're trying to assess what the demand level will be like. You know the colors, they can tell you the colors, but they can't show you the shoe. So you book the shoe 4 seasons out. So we have these 2 colorways this month. We're gonna have 2 new colorways showing up and releasing end of May. So there'll be 4 colorways in market over the next 40 days, 45 days. So that's going to be exciting to see. When I have these in hand, again, the only thing I'm really seeing here is the difference in materials is going to be the toe. You know, the toe is just more vented here. So if you're kind of a hot foot person, maybe start with this version. And if you kind of blow out your toe all crazy all the time, or maybe you skate big transition, like maybe you skate vert, and you want to give these a shot, like this is probably going to be the colorway for you. Man, thank you guys so much for watching the Southside Skate Park YouTube channel. You know, your skateboarding is our priority since 1994 right here at Southside Skate Park. If you want to support us from afar, southsideskateshop.com. If you want to hit me up and say, what's up, Big O? Hate your reviews, man. Hit me up at Southside HTX, or just like anything you need. Like I was just like talking to somebody about trucks last night, like at length. So yeah, that wrap up was good for a while, and then now the wrap up's turning bad. So anyway, point is, I'm Big O. I'm right here at Southside Skate Park. Your skateboarding has been our priority since 1994. This is the new Andrew Reynolds Pro, and couldn't happen to a better person, man. That guy's been doing his very best on behalf of himself, skateboarding, and everyone around him for many, many years. So we're like thrilled to be a part of it. And big shout out, congrats, Andrew. And I hope to see you here at Southside Skate Park in Houston, maybe the next time you come through. That's what's up. Thanks so much for watching our YouTube channel. Throw us a bone, like, subscribe, comment below, like which is your favorite colorway. Is it going to be the black olive, or are you going to go tan and gray? Hope to see you guys soon. Big shout out. I'll see you next time right here at the Southside Skate Park YouTube channel. Thanks for everything.